game on, and football is back in the forefront. We're talking Vikings, the team now and the post-draft report card. You can help us get legendary Purple People Eater Jim Marsh into the Hall of Fame. This local boy is now in the big time, protecting Heisman winner RG3 in DC, and it's playoff time on the Mayak Diamond. We have an update. It's a busy Sunday. It's Game On. And you found us. Game On, powered by 7, Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar, nestled in downtown, the ultimate event destination. And once again, hello again, Rod Simons. Great to have you with us. This is the first Sunday in May. Next Sunday, Mother's Day. Gentlemen, make your plans accordingly. And yes, it's a busy, busy sports day. The Twins are back in town starting tomorrow. We have a lot on our plate, especially football, with all the things that have happened in the National Football League. Vikings wrapping up their work at Winter Park right now. And we also have soccer on our plate too. But as you know, when we start Game On, we always start by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, the Twins hope that home cooking will help them. 9 games in 9 days at Target Field. The Vikings are wrapping up their first rookie minicamp at Winter Park, as we just mentioned. Camp is also on just down the street for the WNBA champion Lynx with their preseason games next this month. And the Wild are preparing for the NHL draft, and that comes in mid-June. And couldn't be more excited to kick off our 80th Game On show with Mike Wobschall of the Minnesota Vikings. He's one of the guys behind the scenes, but if you go to their beautiful website, you read his stuff all the time. Michael, good to have you here.
Well, thank you.
May I call you Wobby?
You can call me whatever you want. Yeah, you're the Emmy winner with a show at one of the best steakhouses in town.
Thank you very much.
I'm here for the ride.
Well, we love you very much. Thank you for being with us. Let's talk draft. The workout, the first rookie minicamp is finishing up. Let's talk about the draft in particular.
Okay.
How'd the Vikings do?
I thought the Vikings did really well, Rod. I mean, what I thought Rick Spielman did an excellent job of was combining hitting these positions of need that the Vikings have coming off a 3-13 season, but never reaching for a player where you sit back and say, that guy that early, you never really had one of those moments, and the value was always there. So I thought the Vikings did a good job. 5 defensive players, 4 offensive players, and a specialist, spread out those needs, and I thought Rick and his staff did a great job.
We needed an offensive lineman to shore up that area, needed some defensive back help, we needed some wide receivers, and by my account, and seeing them on the field this weekend, they got all of them.
Yeah, the guys look good. Matt Khalil was the blue chip offensive lineman prospect in this draft, and the Vikings got him, and to boot, they were able to move back one spot and pick up additional draft picks.
Right.
And then you use the equity that you build up in that trade to move back into the first round and get a defensive player, another blue chipper in safety Harrison Smith. So at the top of the draft, a really nice job for us. We get 2 immediate starters, and Harrison Smith at safety, Matt Khalil at left tackle.
We have the advantage of sitting together or near each other in the press box, so we see a lot of the tough times. And let's put it in perspective for people at home. Khalil is special because he protects that blind side of your quarterback. Put that in perspective for us.
Well, I think, Rod, we've all seen veteran, savvy quarterbacks operate, and they take the snap and they get rid of the ball quickly. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
Brett
Favre, absolutely a good example. What Christian Ponder doesn't have is that experience. So he doesn't always get the ball out on time, and that's okay because that was just his first season last year. But if you're going to be in that situation, it's awesome to have a blue chip left tackle like Matt Khalil that can buy your quarterback a little bit of time. And then the ancillary benefit of having Matt Khalil is now left tackle is solidified, and we can move last year's left tackle, Charlie Johnson, to left guard, where I think he's going to be a little bit better. Right. And then we can slide guys to right guard and have a robust competition there for that one starting spot. So
and you're already set at center with John Sullivan.
Oh yeah, one of top 5, top 6 centers in the NFL, a guy that took the Matt Burke career path from a school where you got to be smart to get in there, a late round pick, developed behind a great player. Matt Burke developed behind Jeff Christie. And a lot of people said, why are we taking Matt Burke? We have Jeff Christie. Same thing with John Sullivan. Why are we taking John Sullivan? We have Matt Burke. But John really has an ascending career arc, and he's really one of the best in the NFL.
Matt Burke at Harvard.
Yes.
John Sullivan,
Notre Dame.
Yes, absolutely. We got more. We're talking free agents and a couple of other tidbits for Wobby. Only here. It's next. It's Game On. Fans always have a voice here on Game On. It's Voice of the Fan, brought to us by purplepride.org.
Awesome. Spielman's first year as a GM. Great draft. Matt Khalil, the dancing bear. Looking forward to seeing him. Someone that actually can protect Ponder. Going with Smith, trading up, that was a great move. We really need a good safety, and then for the third pick, going with Robinson, getting a cornerback, 3 positions we definitely desperately need. Now we just need Potter to show us what he's got next year. Looking forward to seeing it.
On deck, you're going to meet the Minnesota kid who's going to be protecting RG3 in DC. It's next. It's Game On.
Get the party started, dale. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Welcome back, Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Great to be outside with you on this Sunday. Rod Simons, Wobby from Vikings.com in the house. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
When we talk about the Vikings, we've talked about the rookies and the minicamp. The roster is being turned over now, and there's a few fan-friendly free agents who haven't been signed. What's the status?
Well, yeah. As we said in the open, you come off 3-13. It's time to make some changes. And Rick Spielman wanted to get this roster younger, get them more athletic, and that's a natural thing to want to do as the leader of a team that's 3-13 the year before.
Right.
You look at a guy like E.J. Henderson, who's been a leader of the Vikings defense for a long time and an inspiration coming off the injuries that he's come back from.
Yep.
Hussein Abdullah, who comes in as an undrafted free agent for
From
us.
Washington State University, by the way.
Yes, and very close to your heart,
Yes.
and makes the roster and is a starter, right?
Yes.
So you have these guys, but at some point, it's also time to give the players that you've invested draft picks in a chance to show that they belong.
And
Jasper Brinkley at middle linebacker is a great example of that.
And quite frankly, the Vikings haven't done a lot of roster shuffling over the past few years, and every franchise does it. Let me ask you quickly, just a yes or no thought, or even a maybe in there for you, for Wobby. Do they re-sign EJ?
I'll say no.
Hussein Abdullah?
That is where I'm in the gray area, maybe.
So maybe. Anthony Herrera?
No.
Brett Favre?
Can I say yes? If I'm in charge, yes. Bring number 4 back. No, I'm just kidding.
It's about time for those rumors to start, by the way.
Yeah.
So when we look at what's ahead, we have a few OTAs and camps and the big training camp at the end of July. What happens during this time?
Well, it's different. The new CBA that we got last year after the lockout has set forth different ground rules, but essentially for the football fan, it's the same. Right now, you're getting your new players in town, get them used to your offense. Eventually, you're going to bring the veteran players back in, and you're going to bring that mix together and see if you can get a little bit of gelling going on with your offense and defense. So right now, it's the conditioning program, get guys back into shape after a couple months off, get the rookies in here. We just had the rookie mini camp. Now you're going to have the OTAs, and you're just going to slowly build your program up, and you're going to kind of peak at training camp, and that's where the rubber really meets the road, and you try and get ready for the season.
What is it out there? Is it we're sipping tea and just kind of lounging, or what?
I wish.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wish. Not quite. There's a lot of hard work going on there right now.
So how can people be in touch with you, read your stuff?
Well, Vikings.com is the place, and started out 7 years ago just writing on the blog, but we try and do a lot of different things. We have a studio at Winter Park that Sports Authority and the Wilf ownership group has really done a nice job of getting that for us, and we produce video content. We try and interview players. Try and just be the fans' eye on the team at Vikings.com.
You guys do a great job. Wobby in the house. Don't be a stranger.
I won't be. Thanks, Rod.
Mike Wobschall right here. It's Game On. We'd love for you to stay connected with us. Catch up on all your teams at GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs. We hit the Vikings, the Twins, Wolves, Wild, and MMA, and we link you to our Viking partner site. That's purplepride.org. Check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. And we're still talking football here on Game On. This man's 6'5", Tom Compton out of Rosemount. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great to have you here. If you don't know who this man is, he's one of the newest Washington Redskins, and we're delighted to have you in the house. You were drafted last weekend in the big draft, 6th round by the Washington Redskins. Were you surprised by the call?
Yeah, I was very surprised. I haven't talked to the Redskins that much leading up to the draft, and Washington was on the clock, and I got a call from Virginia, and it was a big shock, but I was really happy that they called.
How nervous were you?
There's a little bit of nerves going on.
Come on now.
A little bit.
Family all around.
A little bit, because I'd expected 4th or 5th round possibly, and it kept going. But my agent, he kind of kept me up, saying 6th round, this is where it's going to happen. Because everybody that was expected to go earlier was kind of going later. So I was pretty confident that 6th round would be my spot.
And quickly before the break, tell people this is a tough process. Not just for the team, because we hear about the teams a lot.
Yeah.
But individually, when you leave your college, essentially you're done with your playing time, you've got to start individually ramping up to become a professional football player.
Exactly. Everybody on the team, they're kind of ramping down. They just
Yeah.
got done with the season, and this is kind of different than what I'm used to, because now it starts up. Now I'm going back to work, getting ready for football.
By yourself.
By myself. Hopefully get some people helping me out on the way. But yeah, it's totally different than what I'm used to.
We're delighted to have you here. We got a lot of things to talk about. There's a very important person that this man's going to be protecting in Washington, D.C. I'll tell you about that and a lot more. Big man's in the house. Only here. It's Game On. Fans are back, sounding off on Voice of the Fan, brought to us by purplepride.org.
Oh, I was happy with the draft. I especially liked they got the left tackle and that big wide receiver from Arkansas, but I thought they should have got some linebacker help earlier in the rounds. But other than that, I thought they did pretty well.
On deck, there's still a lot more with the big man, as well as Chef C feeding this cat. It's ahead on Game On. 7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination.
Hi, this is Brian Layton of GB Layton. Welcome to your nightoutTwinCities.com. We are excited to bring the newest, the most comprehensive local entertainment website to the Twin Cities and the surrounding communities. This is the most affordable way to promote your business, bar none. With a few clicks, the perfect night or day is planned. Restaurants, accommodations, nightclubs, bands, entertainment, events, specials, and more. Fast, easy, and fun. Your night out is in the palm of your hand.
Welcome back. It's Sunday. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination downtown. It's pretty sweet up here on the roof.
Oh yeah, definitely. Great weather too.
Yeah, you'll have great weather out in Washington, D.C. Mr. Compton out at Rosemount led your team in 06 to the semis. Didn't quite get the big hardware, but a great run. Played at South Dakota. Great experience?
Great experience. I wanted to go somewhere Division I, and they're moving up, and I had the opportunity to start 4 years for them, so that was pretty unbelievable.
Now, you were all over the line, though. You're left tackle, right tackle. Where do the Redskins want to put you?
I'm not really sure what they want to do with me exactly. I'm sure they'll want to move me around, see what I can do, but wherever I can fit in, that's where I'm going to be.
The Washington Redskins, in case you did not know this, drafted a very important person with that number 2 pick. Indianapolis took a guy named Luck. Washington selected RG3, Robert Griffin III.
Yes.
And he is the Heisman Trophy winner. And on the line, you protect the prize at quarterback.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have the opportunity to be on the line with him, and he's just a great player. You guys have all seen him on TV, and he's going to be fun to block for.
What is it like protecting a quarterback who moves around and can do as much as he can do?
It adds a comfort level. At South Dakota, I had 2 quarterbacks who were very mobile, did a lot on the ground. So, I'm kind of used to that type of quarterback, and he can always extend the play. So you're always looking downfield for extra blocks.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's a couple of days behind us. Does it feel good to have it out of the way and know that you're going to be in a professional football camp?
Definitely. That was probably the hardest part leading up to it, is not sure where you're going to be ended up. And it's a big relief knowing what city you're going to, who's going to be on the team, and you can kind of prepare yourself now.
Your family's got to be elated.
Yeah, they're pretty happy.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's very, very good. You got an appetite on you?
I do.
Big guy?
Oh yeah.
What are you, 6'5"?
6'5", about 315.
315?
Yeah.
You think you'll lose weight as you move through camp, or will they put it on you?
Oh, they'll put it on me for sure.
Well, we're going to put a couple of pounds on you. Chef C has been known to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Although the food is delicious and it's lean, it's good for you. We'll take care of you, big man.
Sounds good.
We're going to sit down, steak and fork next here on GameON. Time now for the Bud Light lineup. Make your plans for next weekend. Toronto and Cleveland on the Twins schedule on the 13th and 14th. Vikings at San Francisco in the preseason August 10th. Stars soccer against Carolina. Lynx basketball on the 20th. The Saints are busy on May 11th. Wild Hockey will have the NHL draft on the 22nd of June. Gopher football kicks off August 30th. And the Minnesota Machine, May 12th, against Nebraska. The PGA at the Players' Championship at the TPC on the 7th. NASCAR at Darlington. Fan HQ welcomes Trevor Plouffe on the 12th. And AME Sports welcomes Vikings legend Bud Grant May 19th. When you're at 7, don't forget Ultralounge Fridays, 7 Saturdays, and all-you-can-eat sushi Sunday and Mondays. Only at 7, and that's your Bud Light lineup. Fans always have the last word. Voice of the Fan brought to us by purplepride.org.
I thought they had a great draft. I was very nervous leading up to it. When they started trading picks and stuff, I thought they were going to kind of outsmart themselves, but they got the guy that I wanted. I thought they got some really good depth down through the draft. They picked up a couple of extra picks, and I'm very satisfied. I thought it was really good.
On deck, we're far from finished. We're cooking with Chef C, and we're back inside to get our kicks with the stars on GameON.
Hey Dave, we're out of Bud Light.
Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app.
Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
Twin City Wireless doesn't care about our competitors. We care about you, the customer. We care that you get the best prices. Plans starting at $40 a month, unlimited text, talk, international text, and internet.
Twin Cities Wireless carries all the latest models of phones and accessories and handles all service providers.
At Twin City Wireless, your problem is our problem. Twin City Wireless now has 2 locations, Brooklyn Center and Northeast Minneapolis. Twin City Wireless, it's not just business, it's personal.
Now this is a treat. Cooking with Chef C with this big cat and the chef. What do we have here?
Oh, this is the best of the best. We have a 12-ounce filet. So this is a center cut Hereford 1881, 35-day wet age steak. You know, at 7 we have the highest standard for beef, and I happen to know the big guy likes it a little bit more medium, so we cooked it a little more. I know you like it even a little more than that, but we'll change you guys' taste eventually, you know.
What goes in? I know you spend a lot of. I've seen you behind the scenes. What goes into it? Go ahead and eat.
The best thing is we start with the best beef. So all we do is salt, pepper. Then we cook at 1800 degrees, so it gives it that nice crust, develops all that flavor, all that caramelization, and then we just slice and put it on a plate.
There's nothing like the outside, the crust.
Yeah, you can't get that at home. I have a lot of people that call me out to the table and say, you know, I can't cook a steak like this at home, and I say, no, you really can't. This is the best beef that you can get, the top 2% in the country. I would say the world. We have the best beef in the world here in America.
Go ahead, big
This
man.
is corn finished, and it's juicy, it's flavorful.
It is unbelievable. When you eat, you like a lot of steak. You can talk with your mouth full.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been known to pound some pretty big steaks in my day.
What's the biggest steak you've ever had?
I think a 36 almost.
In one sitting?
Oh yeah.
We might have to do like a couple double cut, you know, fillet, like a 48 ouncer or something.
You have a lot of players who come in here wanting this.
Well, you know, it's beautiful. We get baseball players, hockey players, football players. We get, you know, kind of everybody that comes in here, and by far our steak sells. You know, we had someone that, you know, we don't always mention around here. We had Kobe Bryant come in, and You know, I don't like to mention him too loud around the Wolves fans.
You aren't a name dropper.
Well, we try not to be, but you know, we had him come in. He ate a steak, and then the next day we had to go drop another one off before the game at his hotel.
Very nice.
So it's you know, it's fun to see these guys come in. They love eating the steaks. You know, they know that this is the best place to get a steak in town, and then they come down and eat.
And it is. Give it the grade. What is it? Thumbs up?
Oh yeah, 2 thumbs up, baby.
2 thumbs up. Awesome. Well, we'll continue eating, and don't forget the broccoli. You need that big one.
Oh yeah.
We'll take care of the broccoli too. And so if someone wants to come down, they like what they see, what do they order?
12-ounce filet.
Only here. It's Chef C. And even though the NBA playoffs roll on without the Wolves, my weekly blog continues at Timberwolves.com. It's Simon Says, connecting you to all things inside the team, part of a great NBA website. It's interactive too, so let me know your thoughts at rod@GameOnTVMN.com and look for a new Simon Says blog at Timberwolves.com. Turbo in the house. Connor Tobin. I love that nickname.
Oh, thanks.
How'd you get Turbo as a nickname?
Some of the guys razzing me about fitness.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're skinny as a, you know.
Yeah, I think some of them are just a little bit jealous.
Me?
Yeah, maybe.
Nice. And so you're a member of the Minnesota Stars FC, the defending NASL champions.
Yeah.
You played last year in Rochester. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
Yeah.
Tell us how it comes that you joined this team and what it's like to be a part of this organization.
It's definitely exciting. You know, in this offseason, if I got a call to come back out here, and luckily worked out, and they wanted to sign me, and yeah, just excited to be out here.
He says come back out because, remember, they won the championship last year, and you were actually out here before it, and you said niet to a contract?
Yeah, I chose to go to Rochester instead. I mean, hindsight's 2020, but
good championship out there?
No.
And so the guys are razzing you about that?
Yeah, I get that quite a bit. It's a running joke in the locker room.
Yeah. Bottom line is, you come to a team that has experienced a lot of winning, and they know how to get it done. That is a great atmosphere. It doesn't matter on.
Yeah, I mean, the locker room culture is fantastic.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of guys that buy in every day, train hard, and there's that expectation level that's already been set.
Yeah.
So it's nice coming into a group where that's already established. You're not having to create that culture.
Do you guys talk about how to get through the season, or just really games at a time to defend that championship?
I mean, you definitely have the season goal, which is to repeat. But you got to take it day by day. Every training you have to get better. You have to push the guys around you. Every game you have to continue to progress. So it really is a marathon.
Well, Turbo, we're very, very excited about the season ahead. Looking forward to getting out to the National Soccer Center and National Sports Center to see the soccer team.
Absolutely.
You guys are going for a defending championship in the NASL. It's the Minnesota Stars FC. Turbo with us, only on GameON. On deck, it's back upstairs, Skybar style, with the update and the Mayak Minute, only here on GameON. 7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deebly, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Never get tired of this view, nestled in and tucked amongst the skyscrapers in downtown Minneapolis. Great to have you with us. This is GameON, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. We're on the rooftop, Skybar level here at 7, and time now for our GameON update. Well, finally, the Twins are back home at Target Field tomorrow, and look who's back. It's Torrey Hunter and his LA Angels. Doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks or 2 years, this former Twin loves to come back.
Yeah, man, the love is in my heart, man, and the love here when I come here to play these guys. I'm the enemy, you know, and just the love from the fans, you know, from the front office, you know, it's an honor, man. I'm happy to come here every year because I love this organization.
And we were just talking about the Stars FC. Great to have a pack of soccer fans on hand with us here at 7. These guys from a select team that played in England back in 1987. This was their 25-year reunion. Thanks for being with us. And we're on it. We've started a Facebook page to raise awareness and hopefully get Jim Marshall into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just time. Go to Facebook, search for Jim Marshall Hall of Fame campaign, and together we'll get it done. And that's your Game On update. It is time for the MIAC Minute. Coach Bateman is with us. Great to have you from Augsburg.
Appreciate it.
You're getting busy. In just a couple of hours, you're back on the field with your team.
Yeah. We have our final regular season doubleheader with St. John's today at Parade Stadium in downtown Minneapolis there. So looking forward to that.
You've had an interesting season as you look to this final regular season game, looking towards the playoffs. Great start, rough finish.
Yeah. We, you know, the balls that were falling early on and the plays that we were making just haven't happened here in the last couple games, and you know that's kind of the breaks, and that's baseball. So we'll go out and the sun comes up the next day, and you go out and try to keep getting better.
And you've got to work with these young guys and give them that confidence to go out and get it fixed.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. You know, and the nice thing about the guys, and especially I think players at our level, is that they kind of get it, and they really work hard, and they're very coachable. You know, you don't get a lot of egos coming in, and they want to learn, and it's just fun to coach them.
Okay, you take care of business in a couple of hours. What happens with, say, a sweep of the doubleheader?
Well, I think the sweep of the doubleheader gives us a very good chance to get into the Final Four with the MIAC in the tournament.
Nice.
Yeah, it will have a couple tiebreakers. It's a heck of a race. You got 6 teams that are kind of looking at the last 3 spots, so it'll be it's a big doubleheader for us.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Oh, I love it. I mean, you know, when you don't worry about getting up and going to work, and you're having a great time, and you're able to do what you love. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Cleats and
I get to put on a uniform. I talk to other coaches about it, where they got to wear a suit and this, that, and the other, and I get to put the pants on and the uniform, and it's I love it.
I don't think that ever gets old. You talk to a major league player, they'll say the same thing. There's something special about putting that uniform on every time.
I've been doing the same thing since I can remember. I mean, I feel like I haven't grown old, really.
And you haven't. You look great.
I appreciate
Coach
it.
Bateman, give them heck. Go get it done.
Thank you very much.
Let's take 2 today, and
Appreciate
that is our MIAC. Busy show indeed, and that is it for us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your first Sunday in May. And guys, don't forget, it's Mother's Day next weekend, so make plans accordingly. And check our website for all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. Until then, I'm Rod Simons. Make it a great week, and keep your game on.